So today we are going to discuss here about the workflow of Git. Okay, so we are going to step by step we'll try to understand the things. Git workflow. In this we can see here very first is untracked, second is tracked, third is stage, and fourth is commit. So Git workflow is having the 4 steps like untracked file, then after using command it will be changing the tracked, and then stage, and then commit. So these all things we should know properly. We'll try to understand the things very well. Yeah, so we are going towards Git workflow, understanding the Git workflow. First try to understand the Git workflow, how it works. Git uses a distributed workflow that allow you to work on your code, stage change, and commit them to your local repository before sharing with the others. Understanding this workflow is essential for effective version control. The 3 area of Git. Very first is working directory, where you make changes to your file. The place where you change your in code in your file, that is known as the working area. And then staging area. The staging area, the area where your prepare change committing. And then repository, where you committed stage store, and this is known as the local repository. And next is the remote repository, when you push your code to the remote. You can see here Git workflow very well picture. First is working directory, where you write code, that is working directory. Once you write the command git add, it is changed to staging area. And then once you commit it, what I would tell you, staging area is nothing but it is the temporary area where code is stored or temporary. And then git commit, after git commit command, the code move to the local repo. When it created, when we write the code of git in it, that at the same time this code is means local repo is created .git, the name is that. Next command is git push. After applying git push command, we can push our code to the remote. So we are going to understand the steps by some code. So be online. We are going to here we can control shift and new. We are going to create the local repository. No, we are going to create the working repository, working area. So here we can see the new file is created by me. I'm going to write the name like web app. Okay, enter. Or else we can right click on the file or folder, and we can open it with the VS Code, as I have opened here. You can see very well. After that, we open the terminal of it, new terminal. We can see the terminal is already open here, but it is looking like duplicate here. It may have some, it's not a big thing. So now it is okay, no issues is there. Then after, I would like to doing some issues, showing like duplicate is there. Okay, so don't worry. We have already opened this. Web app is they are showing here as like the web space. So enlarge it, and then click here on the file, adding the file like index.html. Okay, enter, and then write the code, very dangerous code with the shift plus exclamatory symbol and then enter. We can see this is the code is created here, and whatever we are going to do here, it is the working area. As very first we were understanding about the working area. Working area is here mentioned, that is the working area. So working area, here we can make the changes in the code because it is not at push to the remote or not in the local repository also. So we can write here like as per our object here we are working on that is workflow of Git. You can see workflow of Git. So we can work here, we are copying it and we are coming here, we are creating the h1 enter, we are mentioning here also, we are control and as we are mentioning. So once we mention here like okay, I would like to clarify you that we can go to the desktop, we can open this, not this folder. Inside we can see the index, only one file we have created in desktop.html. The same one we can see here. And once we use the command, we'll write the command like git init. We can see here it's showing like index only. Once we'll enter this command, then local repository will create. Whatever we are doing here, this all thing nothing but it is just a working area. So we are going to enter it. I have already entered, so we can see here and the local repository creator dot git name is mentioned here. If it is not visible for you, you can go to the view and you can click on the hidden items. If it is ticked, then only you can see the git repository, means a local repository you can see here. Okay, in the same way we need to go to the our remote repository. We need to mention there also one code, something like payback. So still we have not done anything on the remote repository, so we are going to create a repository that is known as the web app repository, that is under the remote. So we are going to create it, web app. Okay, so it's showing up levels, so there is not an issue. If it is not up level, then it will mention green color it is showing, that will show in the red color is sub level. As per the project is web app, we can mention the description of this project as per the requirement, and we can change the status or visibility of the code like private and publish. If we'll mention the publish, then anybody can come to the code, they can contribute with the code, so that's not an issue. Then we are going to the add readme as per comment we mentioned, and git ignore, that is also a technique, and then license. We'll understand or study it future. We are going to create it. So I have created this repository. As we can see here, it is already created, and we can see the same set of codes here that we have already done in the last video. So for now we can as per explained, we can copy, we can't copy this all the codes, we just copy this specific one, or you can copy this one only because it's important. And this are all things we are practicing on daily basis, that will come already in this. Okay, so we are going to the VS Code. We have already come to the working area, so still we are in the working area. So we can write one code like git status. So for now we can see that index.html is showing a file that is not at tracked. So we have already used Git the Git is initialized, so camera is on for it, but it's not working now. Once we add the changeable, whatever we have changed in the working repository, working area, will add it. So I'm going to edit git add. The last time I have for having one file or two file, you can see the file name also here with that extension like .html, .css, whatever file will be there, will mention the same thing. But for here we'll mention git add dot, like if you don't know the number of files we have made the change, so we mention this. Mostly people use this only because it's easy and it is trackable for all files into it. So it is added to the what I would like to explain to which it is added to the staging area. After git add we do we come to the staging area, that is known as the temporary area. Okay, so for now we need to git commit. We need to commit the whatever we made the change. We'll commit it, then that will push to the local repo. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing again. Yeah. So we are going to git commit. Yeah. So and -m, and we are mentioning my message here. My first commit is done. This much only the name. So our first commit is done properly, and for now, as we know that Git is having the by default branch is master, and GitHub is having the by default branch is main. So we first change the Git branch name. If will the same name of the branch, then that will be communicable. Otherwise, it will not be communicable. So first we'll try to know on which branch we are here. So we'll mention the Git branch. It will show us to which branch is there. It's not saying, it means some mistake is there in the spelling mistake. So don't do the mistake. Git branch. Yeah, here is the master branch, as it is mentioning here the master branch. Here is the master branch. For now we are git branch. We are going to change the branch. Git branch -m main. So we have changed the branch name from master to main. Again we are going to check that it is the change or not. Git branch. Only this much command will show you. Yeah, it's showing like a main branch. For now we are in the main branch. Here we are in main branch. So for now we are going to remote the local repository to remote repository. So we are going to write the code for remote repository. Git remote add origin and paste the copied URL. So we have already pasted, but again we have done some mistake in the code, like remote is not mentioned properly. So whenever you are coding, so recheck whether you are writing properly or not. Git remote add origin. Otherwise we will have to face the same thing again. It is correctly written now, so it's working properly. Again we are going to git push u origin main. So enter. So for now we can see the local repository is pushing its code to the remote repository. It may take some time. Let's see here only whether it is going or not, or it is taking some more time. It may having some problem. Let's see what kind of problem is there. Oh yeah, it's taking much more time. That is the reason I'm getting some checking. It's okay. That's not. Yeah, it's sent properly. See, done, it has been sent properly. Let's try to check it. So we come on the remote repository, we click here. So we can see here our codes. Index.html, my first commit is done. You can see this all thing here only. Okay, so for now we can recheck it, see what we have made a change, workflow, and this all things was there. Okay, so we are going to once more. First, this is the place where we work on the codes. We make and make the changes here. That is the working area. And once we use the git add dot, then we move to the staging area, that is temporary area. And once we commit it, then it will be at the local repository, and once we post the code, that will be sent to the remote repository. So that's all for today. Have a great day. Okay, thank you.